NFL wildcard weekend was off the chains. These games were competitive as they've been all season. This week was crazy. The weekend started in Carolina, where the Rams knocked off the Panthers 34-31. What a shootout. This game was exactly what you wanted from the Carolina Panthers. They came out swinging, and they almost pulled it out. Bryce Young played awesome. He earned his starting spot next year. He may have earned an extension. Jalen Coker and Ted McMillan. Wow, what a duo they're going to be in the future. Coker had 9 for 134 yards and a touchdown. Ted McMillan, 5 for 81. Chuba Hubbard ends up scoring twice. The Panthers' key to this game, they lost, but they were 4 of 4 in the red zone. The Panthers were able to exploit the Rams' weakness of their defense. Their coverage guys, downfield, they get destroyed. And they almost outshot the Rams without Ikwonu, who went out with a patellar tendon injury. What a horrible loss to end the season. As 10.5-point underdogs, this is all you can ask from the Panthers. J.C. Horn going down probably ruined any hope of getting a stop on that last drive. Last year, they beat the Rams. Earlier in the season, they beat the Rams, going 4 for 4 on fourth down. This time they lose, going 0 of 3 on fourth downs. Many, including myself, throughout this game, it was what? The Rams went down and scored in seconds. I thought it was going to be a blowout. The Panthers punted 2 times in a row, ready for a blowout. Puka Nacua showed out the first drive with a touchdown, ending the game with 10 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. Matthew Stafford was kicking butt at the start. Then all of a sudden, his hand hit a player's helmet, and he sprained his pointer finger. That is very key to the upcoming rounds of the playoffs. He played fine. He was definitely a worse player after that injury. He went 2 for 12 for a period of the second half. He looked bad until the clutch, where big-time players always play well. Puka, he had a huge drop as well. The Rams let the Panthers just claw back into this game. Puka, you don't see Puka drop the ball. That was crazy. It was a walk-in 50, 40-yard touchdown. The Rams' defense is horrible down the field. They get pressure, but they don't finish. The defense has been so bad. They've been blowing leads left and right throughout the year, this game included. They've been horrible on third down, converting 3 of 13. The Rams snuck by in this game. It was not pretty. They need to run the ball more, especially next week when you're going to Chicago playing in freezing temperatures, as the Rams knock off the Panthers in Carolina. In Chicago, we saw one of the greatest comebacks of all time, if I'm going to be honest. Chicago has not felt like this since 2016 after the Cubs broke the streak. Ben Johnson, kudos to you, my guy. 1 year turnaround and winning a playoffs freaking game, that gives me that motivates me. Caleb Williams, he's ice, man. It's when you do it so many times, like Jaden Daniels last year, you gotta realize he is the clutch god. He does it on purpose. The Cardiac Bears cannot be stopped in the fourth quarter, in the second half of football games. Caleb Williams got by this game. He did not play the greatest. He played clutch football, though. That's all you could ask from him. He had a 56.8 adjusted completion percentage. He made some awesome throws to the sideline this game, but he also missed a couple easy ones. That's just the Caleb Williams experience. It's like a merry-go-round. You don't know if it's going up or down. Colston Loveland is going to be one of the better picks of this past year's draft. He is unguardable. He's 6'7" and can separate from anybody. Safety, linebacker. You can't guard him. You can only pray. He had 8 catches for 137 yards, probably about 5 20-yard corner routes, I believe. It was crazy. Nice adjustments, Shula. Keep him away. No, it's not Shula. I forgot his name. The Packers DC, keep him away from Vegas, please. The Bears came out going for it, literally. They put themselves in a 19-point hole by going for it on fourth downs. I mean, they were good goes. They just didn't convert. It happens. A key takeaway from this game is that Mike Shanahan's coaching tree, unless he's Sean McVay, you love to blow playoff games. LaFleur may get fired because of this. I highly doubt it. They'd be dumb. Every team would want him. But he choked this game. Completely minimized his game plan. Just went away from the pass that was working. Tried to run the ball and it didn't work. The Packers in this game had a whopping .216 EPA per play to the Bears' .05. They completely outplayed them. But kudos to the Iceman for whooping them. Jordan Love had one of the best halves in playoff passing history. He was off the chains without Zach Tom as well, who was expected to play in this game after being late scratched. Love ended 323 yards, 4 touchdowns, 68% adjusted completion percentage. He played great, except for in the second half. They couldn't extend the drive, and they kept having to punt it to the Iceman. Romeo Doubs showed out this game, going 8 for 125 and a touchdown. He will be a free agent this offseason. Many teams were seeing that. It looked like the Packers were going to cruise to this game, though. It was bad. It was just a total collapse. There's nothing else you could say but a collapse by the Packers. Yes, the Bears came back in clutch, but the Packers lost this game. Ben Johnson manned the comeback, got his guys ready. Josh Jacobs. I was expecting him to get it going late in the game like he always does this year. It was gone. The blocking up front in the run game is just not what it was last year for the Packers. We did not see him get it going. And let's not forget, 2 missed field goals by McManus. He needs to get sacked. He needs to go. Packers choked. Bears fans are on cloud 9. What a comeback. And guess what? Next week, they got the Rams coming in, hosting another playoff game in 0-degree temperatures. I'm excited. My favorite game of the slate, and everyone's expected whoever wins this game goes to the Super Bowl. I think I saw everybody saying that. The Bills knock off Duval 27-24. Josh Allen didn't even put on his cape. He put on his glasses, his Clark Kent glasses, and he played the most efficient game of his life. Dude, he was undeniably not going to lose that game. He was not losing that game. He was getting hit almost every drop back, it seemed like. Against the Jags, who hit you. They forced turnovers. He held his own and played clean football. This was Buffalo's first road win under McDermott and first since 1992 in the playoffs. This was a classic. This will be the game we're talking about throughout the playoffs, unless there's some crazy game that beats it. There was 4 lead changes in the fourth quarter. That's the record. It was crazy. It was long drives where they were just pounding down through these defenses. The defenses weren't even there. It was just efficient offenses going back and forth late in this game. But guess what? Josh Allen got a lead late in the game, and Patrick Mahomes was nowhere to be seen. He's winning. He couldn't say, "Screw you, Josh. I'm Patrick Mahomes." It was Trevor Lawrence this time, and he got it done. The Bills' offense was, like I said, just efficient. .245 EPA per play. Yes, that looks like the Packers from a couple of minutes ago. They lost, though. The Jags had a .018. It was not the Liam Cohen you see because, sadly, he lost them this game. He lost control of the game. He was pounding the rock. There was a drive where Byshell Tootin had 3 straight carries for 40 yards. 3 carries, 40 yards. They drove down the field in the snap of a finger. And then they were killing the Bills' defense on the ground, and they just went away from it. It was horrible. They also could have went up a field goal. They could have went up 10 points in the first quarter, and they decided to go for it on 4th and 2. You take your points in the playoffs. It's that simple. Tune and ETN combined for 14 carries, 118 yards. Tune had those 3 carries that I was saying, and then he saw the ball one more time the rest of the game. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe Cohen did that. I guess Cohen was confident enough in T-Law to just hand him the ball, hand him the game. But I can't believe they didn't run the ball. You can't do that against teams like Josh Allen. You can't let him have the ball last, especially when you have no timeouts. You're not going to win. He's going to kill that clock. He's going to get in the end zone. But the Jaguars played fine. Josh Allen beat them. T-Law played well, besides 5 throws, 2 picks. The first throw was horrible. I thought we were going to see the T-Loss special after that first throw. Then he got comfortable. He dialed in. This was an awesome game. Parker Washington. What a stud he was this year after Travis Hunter went down. 7 catches, 107 yards, and a touchdown. Cam Little missed a field goal to end the half. They missed a total of 6 points by going for it and missed field goals. That is brutal when you look at the score of this game. Josh Allen was getting destroyed all game long, and he ended the game with a whopping 88% adjusted completion percentage on 35 attempts. I got to see a more efficient game than that. I don't know. Josh Allen, it's his time. I think it is. Talk about willing your team to a victory. He was taking shot after shot to make a throw. The throw to Brandon Cooks, he got smashed, and he ate it like it was nothing. Josh Allen, Khalil Shakir, they were just the reception merchants. Khalil Shakir ended with 12 for 82 yards. The Bills' key to victory was the turnover battle. They won, and they were efficient. I still just can't wrap around Cohen ditching the run game completely when it's been their bread and butter all year. It was killing the Bills, obviously, and he just lost control of the game. I bet you he's watching the film right now and just thinking to himself, why did I stop running the damn ball? And Josh took over. It may be the year, Buffalo. Let's go to Denver. The San Francisco 49ers upset the Philadelphia Eagles on the road down to their 5th, 6th, 7th string linebackers. Not a single person watching this video could probably name more than 4 players on that defense. And the reigning champs went out sorry. Just like you wonder why the fans have been booing all year. Because it's been a pathetic product on the field every single game. And did it change? Nope. The people to blame are Kevin Patullo and Mr. Sirianni for hiring him and not making a single change. Just what a wasted year for the Eagles. It was just another game in the 25-26 season, if we're being honest. As an Eagle fan, you probably think the same. They look clueless on the offensive side of the ball. Jalen Hurts just continues to regress in his reads, in his everything. He's just not the quarterback he is. All he has is his deep ball. And a couple hitch routes, a couple check downs, a couple flats to Devonta Smith that go for 2 yards. What a waste of this defense. They were keeping you in it. It is elite. Quinyon Mitchell made 2 game-changing plays, if we're going to be honest. Those 2 plays should have won them this game. A.J. Brown and Nick Sirianni were literally butting heads mid-game. It was a total collapse. A.J. Brown ended with 3 for 25. 2 key drops. Those 2 drops would have been their biggest plays of the game. Both 20-plus yarders. I think if he catches that ball over the middle of the field, he could score a freaking touchdown. A.J. Brown, man, it sucks when you know he's pissed at himself too. Losing Lane Johnson was critical. As you see by the record, they don't win without him. They don't. Neither did the Niners with Trent Williams. And guess what? They had Trent. Eagles had no Lane Johnson. Niners win. Saquon, he started getting it going a couple times, but then he starts getting stuffed. He had a decent day. 4 yards per carry. They ran the ball like 30 times. They were just trying to beat the Niners up, and they couldn't. The missed PAT by Jake Elliott kept them down 4 points. If they drove down and he made that PAT, it would have been going to overtime. I'm happy to see them lose. You have so much talent on that dang field. Guess what? Your coaching's holding you back. Make some changes, Philly. You can see the Kellen Moore effect clearly in New Orleans. It's just the coaching. It sucks in Philly. The Niners. Wow. All you can do is thank this coaching staff. Robert Saleh, Kyle Shanahan, you guys are awesome. Robert Saleh, you deserve a head coaching job next year. You guys won this game for your team. The 49ers won this game despite Brock Purdy literally trying to throw the game away. But guess what? Just like Caleb Williams, he was clutch when it mattered. Got it done. That's all you could ask, right? He got it done. It was a game where I fully expected Brock Purdy to struggle. In the win, his arm strength, it's already a negative in his game. And with 25-mile-an-hour winds, it's going to get hard to throw the ball down the field. He did play well, though. He killed them over the middle of the field, as he does to every team. He had a 72% adjusted completion percentage while being pressured 21 times this game. He had 32 attempts, probably around 50-ish, not 50 dropbacks, about 40 dropbacks, 20 pressures, almost half of the time he was getting pressured. So he played fine, besides 2 throws, I'd say. No, he missed a couple throws. I got to take that back. He did. The Niners won this game simply by hitting the explosive plays. They had 8 explosives over 15 plus yards for a total of 190 yards. You had the Demarcus Robinson one, the Jawan Jennings big gain. You had the Jawan Jennings throw to McCaffrey for a big gain. That's why Shanahan's awesome. He's just like McVay. They dialed up plays like you're going on a walk. It's too easy for them. CMC was a thorn in Fangio's side. Fangio has a good track record against Kyle Shanahan, only letting him score 10 plus points 2 times, not counting this game. And he was sitting back in cover 2, and CMC was cooking them across the middle of the field, especially in the red zone. I just laugh at teams not bracketing CMC out of the backfield in the red zone because he always scores. He's always getting open. You cannot put a linebacker on. You can't put a safety on him. You just have to hold, cross your fingers, and pray he slips because there's no matchup that could stop CMC besides maybe Nick Emmenward. Demarcus Robinson, what a performance. 6 for 111 and a touchdown. He got the game started with a huge gain. There was some sadness in this game, though. Prayers up to George Kittle. Everybody in football loves him. I don't know a single person that dislikes George Kittle. He is a guy you never want to see go down, especially at his age. But it's George freaking Kittle. He's going to be back. He's a dog. The Niners knock off the reigning champs in Philly. Now they got to go play their biggest rivals in the Seattle Seahawks in a Week 18 rematch. Bang, bang. After 4 of the best games we've seen all year, we were due for a stinker. And a stinker we got from the Chargers. The Pats take care of business at home. This was a joke from the Chargers. Just the typical way to go out. They're a regular season team. Can we just stop putting them in the playoffs? Like, I'm being serious. They're the biggest playoff minimizer from a franchise besides the Cowboys I've seen. Yes, Herbie's line sucks. But he still could have won this game. He was limited. He missed a wide open Ladd McConkey for about a 70-yard touchdown. I don't know what was wrong with Justin Herbert. He wasn't seeing the field well. He was getting destroyed. That will affect you, I bet. He's looking like Andrew Luck on the Colts back in the day, where he just gets hit year after year after year. Yes, it's unlucky. Alt's hurt. Slater's hurt. You tried to protect him. You brought in, who's the guard you guys brought in from the Eagles last year? He's been horrible. But we have to talk about Justin Herbert. In 3 playoff games so far, he has 2 touchdowns and 7 turnovers, a minus 36 point differential, and an 0-3 record. We have to start asking questions, but I'd chill for a second. I want to see him have some protection. That's 2 playoffs in a row where he faced the Texans last year, one of the better defenses in the league, as we've seen this year. Had a horrible interior line. This year they fixed it. Now he has a horrible exterior line, and now he's getting smashed again. He is literally the next Phillip Rivers. They got the next Phillip Rivers in LA. Enjoy your fun regular seasons and enjoy pain in the postseason. That is horrible. They were in this game all the way until the 4th quarter. It was a 2-score game, 10-point game, and they couldn't muster up any sort of offense. It was bad. Drake May got it done. First playoff win. Congrats to him. It started off scary. His second possession of the game, pinned inside the 5, a deflected pass, and interception right into the Chargers' hands. And guess what? The Chargers did nothing with it. 4 terrible play calls, 3 Herbert scrambles, and 0 points to start the game. I was so surprised. I was like, Jim, take your points. What nerds gotten in your head to go for it right there? You just got free points gifted you in a 0-0 game. Take them. I can't believe that. It's pathetic. The Chargers had no answer for Christian Gonzalez on one side of the field. He was shutting it down. Quentin Johnson, garbage. Keenan Allen, garbage. Ladd McConkey. Hunter Renfrow, but worse. The Chargers suck. The defense played their butt off. Their DC Minter is a beast. He will be a head coach. So sayonara to that defense. Drake May. He did his work. He got it done. The first 2 quarters, it was sketchy. It was sketchy after that interception. As he's known for this year, he's the best first and second quarter, first half quarterback in this league by a country mile. Well, guess what? He did the opposite tonight. That's what I want to see from a guy in his first playoff game. In the second half, he went 11 of 14, 170 yards, and a touchdown. His legs were the key to this game. He had 70 rushing yards on the ground, including one of the game to take a 2-score lead. That put the game to bed. He got loose on that 30 to 40 yard rush. The Chargers' game plan from Minter was clearly to minimize Drake May. They did it. They held him to his own, but they failed to execute on offense. It's that simple. Justin Herbert, this one's on you. Greg Roman and the offensive line. They went 1 of 10 on 3rd down. 1 conversion. 1 of 3 on 4th down. It was a punting masterclass from the Chargers. Patriots cruise to a victory. They need to be better, though. This will not get by next week against the Texans or the Steelers. Shout out Drake May. Tonight, we have the final wild card game of the evening. The Steelers facing the Houston Texans at home. In this game, I fully expect the Texans defense to take over. Hit A-Rod in the neck. I'm not going to lie. I expect A-Rod to get tossed on the floor this game. And you guys saw him against the Browns. I don't expect it to get much better against this defense. It swarms. All Stroud's going to have to do is drive down like he does and let Fairbairn win them this game. The Steelers, they do have a chance. The Texans, they like to show their cards. Aaron Rodgers is the smartest quarterback in the league. He needs to take advantage. Their way they win this game is by running the ball and A-Rod outsmarting DeMeco Ryans. It's that simple. I have the Texans winning this game outright. With the divisional round all set in stone besides tonight's game, who do you guys think's coming out of the NFC? The Seahawks or Niners? The Bears or Rams? In the AFC, we got the Bills versus Broncos. We have the Patriots versus to be determined tonight. Who's winning the Super Bowl? Did the wild card change your thoughts on any team in the AFC, in the NFC? Any quarterback losers who opened your eyes? Let me know down below, and I'll catch y'all boys tomorrow.